Okay, well, I've got a bit of a mock-up going here, if you can see it. These are 4-foot boards, so they use the same theory as May River Bridge. And what we've got here is the curves at Huddleston. So this area here would be in a cutting. There's a fairly wide, flat cutting there. And then the line comes around this curve like this. And where these hoppers here, where the turn is there, that's all fill. So it's an all fill there. You'll see the narrow gauge here, the old narrow gauge main, sat in there. So, and then of course you've got another curve back over there. So this is sort of prepared prototype. Here's a Bing Maps. So you can see there, the narrow gauge gets really close and comes in horseshoe and comes close. So as you can see here, horseshoe, okay, and then it comes close over there. So that's, as you go that way, that's towards Crystal Brook. And then if you go over here, there's also another shot for the other direction. So it's fairly famous. Most people sit about there, I think, to take the shot. Sometimes I've seen shots like about there. So this is just a proposed layout again, as Doug would call it, a operating diorama. So it would just be the trains through the scene. So there's a cutting here which works out really well. This is a bit more shallow, I believe, than the other end, and the other side is more curvy, so that sort of it could be a little bit more offset there, but I like the fact that the narrow gauge sort of stays within all the way up to the end here, so you can sort of have a fairly reasonable representation of what it used to be there. I believe the fences either side are still there, and there's actually some with the original SAR parts there on your Scoob. So yeah, anyway, so that's sort of this other side here, and it's basically the same footprint as May River Bridge. I don't think there's any change really. It is a bit narrower, believe it or not, but that should help, I guess. So anyway, look, this is just a proposed. Whoops, getting a bit dark there. Bit proposed, and you know, up for comments, blah 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 blah. But I do like the expanse that you would get there, you know, rolling hills and so forth like that. Yeah. Anyway, there we go.